Some important events happen just once a year. New Year's Eve, the first day of school, and of course, the annual corn roast and attic auction at Endless Park Elementary.
This is really good. Yum, taste this.
Get your fresh roasted corn.
Oh, Hannah. Gracias. This must be what they're going to sell at the auction. Ooh.
George was excited. He had one whole dollar to spend on whatever he wanted.
Ooh.
Should he buy this strange old horn with a handle? Or how about these? Red mittens with elephants.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are nice, George. Well, you can't buy them. You have to bid on them. Let's go inside and I'll explain. At an auction, a person called the auctioneer holds up things for sale and people bid on them. Now, a bid is the amount of money someone is willing to spend. You can bid as many times as you want.
Is that why you have a paddle? To make a bid?
Yes.
Thanks for coming to our annual corn roast and attic auction to raise money for our school library. And now, please welcome our auctioneer, Mr. Conrad Ditti.
Howdy, folks. Hope you're ready for some exciting auction action. So, the first item up is, I don't know what it is.
A traffic cone.
Oh, that would make a great mute for my tuba.
Alrighty. Who'll bid me $1 for this amazingly yellow traffic cone?
I will.
And we got $1. Who's gonna bid 2? Who's gonna bid 2? All right, say 2, take 2. All right, 3. Somebody say 3, somebody say 3. 3 to 4. 3 to 4. 4 down, 455. 5. Go here, 6. Somebody say.
Never in his whole life had George heard a man talk as fast as Mr. Ditti.
And sold to the fellow with the big yellow hat for $10.
Yes! Here, hold this while I pay for my cone.
Up next, we have a pair of, what are these?
Red mittens with elephants.
Those were George's mittens. Or they would be his mittens if George bid on them.
Alrighty, let's start the bidding at $1. Who'll give me $1 for these mittens?
Me!
Huh? Okay, we have $1. Anyone else? All right, we got 2. How about 3? 3. Somebody give me 4. Somebody give me 5. All right, sir, come on. Yeah, get to there. All right.
Just so you know, price is no object. I want those very unique mittens for my Ooh! Oh! Auction elbow gets me every time.
Sold to the monkey in the middle.
Okay, cone, coffee, and corn. That will be $13.
Did you bid for those mittens all by yourself? Well, you are one smart little monkey, but I knew that. Popcorn?
Okay, George, sign here. That will be $100.
May I see that? Pair of mittens bought by monkey, price $100? Excuse me, I need to speak with my monkey. George, $100 is a lot of money. How to explain this? Let's pretend this kernel of popcorn is $1. So that's the money you have, and this is how much money you need, more or less.
Monkeys don't get chicken pox,
Oh, I wish I were a monkey.
but little girls do. which is why George was going to the opera instead of Betsy.
Oh, you guys are so lucky.
No, we're not. Operas are boring. Ugh.
Don't pay any attention to him, George. Hansel and Gretel is wonderful. It's magical. Listen, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, pretty high.
Shh! This is my favorite part of my favorite opera. It's where the Dew Fairy helps Hansel and Gretel. Oh, isn't she beautiful? They only do this opera every few years, and I have to miss it.
Oh, we're all gonna miss it if we don't hurry.
Have fun. Promise you'll tell me all about it.
Oh, sorry, it's my monkey's first opera.
Brother, come and dance with me. Both my hands I offer thee. Right foot first, left foot there, round about and back again.
George thought the boy and girl must be Hansel and Gretel.
I would dance but don't know how, when to jump or when to bow. Show me what I ought to do, so that I may dance like you. With your foot you tap, tap, tap. With your hands you clap, clap, clap. Right foot first, left foot there, round about and back again.
The opera was everything Betsy had said it would be. Hansel and Gretel danced and played in a magical forest. There was a sandman who lived in a tree, who made them fall asleep, and a dew fairy who woke them up. Then they found a house you could eat, but the house belonged to a scary witch who wanted to eat them.
Hocus pocus, now comes Eucus. Children, watch the magic head. Eyes are staring dull as lead.
But Hansel and Gretel outsmarted the witch. Her spell was broken, and all the gingerbread men turned back into kids.
Good job!
Wow. Oh, it was incredible.
George liked it so much he got the music.
Wow. I just wish I could have gone with you. Crummy chicken pox.
Here, this'll keep your head dry. Hey, George, you look like you could be in Betsy's opera.
Did he? He sure did. In fact, he could be all the people in Betsy's opera. He could do the opera for Betsy all by himself. The first thing George needed were costumes. Next, he needed the music.
What's going on? You want to listen to the opera now? George, why is there a duster on your head? Oh, I get it. Since Betsy missed the opera, you want to act it out for her.
Brother, come and dance with me. Both my hands I offer thee. Right foot first, left foot there, round about and back again.
This was going to be harder than he thought. When you're a little monkey in a big city, it helps to know where you're going. So Steve and George made a map with lots of landmarks.
Landmarks are important because they tell you where you are. Like, this is my house, and this is the dinosaur bush. And here's the statue of the old guy with the beard. The statue of the old guy with the beard and glasses. Red Rock.
Oh! Look! Giant ants!
Wow.
They're not really giant. Huh? They just look giant because they're so close to this teeny tiny camera. See? Ooh, yeah!
Hey, where'd you get that?
Professor Wiseman. She's coming to get it in an hour. But I forgot I have dance class.
We can wait for her, right, George?
You won't lose it, will you?
Like I'd lose it. I'm not some little kid, Betsy.
Yeah, right. Well, thanks. Ooh.
That is so cool. Hey, watch this. Deep from the heart of darkness comes something truly terrifying. Hoagie, the giant hamster. Oh no, my two-sided marker. I can't see it. I know. Let's get Hoagie to find it. Huh? Oh, yeah. Okay, Hoagie. Find the marker, boy. Hey, I've been looking for that.
George couldn't believe all the stuff under Aunt Margaret's couch. Stairs?
What's the matter, George? Hey, that looks like the alley outside. Outside! Oh, no! Hoagie's escaped and he's got Professor Wiseman's camera. Bicycle, 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 bicycle. Phew. How am I gonna find the little bitty hamster out there? Good thinking. We can look at the computer and figure out where Hoagie is. Yeah. Looks like he's near the dinosaur bush. See? It's right here on the map. Okay, we have to split up. Someone has to watch the computer so we know where Hoagie goes. We can use my walkie-talkies to communicate. I'll tell you what landmarks I see here, and you can find them on the map and grab Hoagie. So the dino bush is here.
To get to the dino bush, the first thing George had to do was turn left down the alley. But instead of finding a street, George found a park. He had done something wrong. He started at Aunt Margaret's here. The park was at the top of the alley. George wanted to be at the street at the bottom of the alley. He turned right instead of left. If you're hurrying on a hamster hunt, you need a quick way to tell right from left. And then George realized the walkie-talkie ear was left and the non-walkie-talkie ear was right. He was at the intersection below Aunt Margaret's. The dino bush was on the next corner on his left. Walkie-talkie ear, left. If he had turned the way he was supposed to turn, the dino bush would be up ahead. And it was. It's hard for a monkey to nap, when he's looking forward to the next Basil Know-It-All mystery. And George was.
Time to get up. Whoa! Hey, did you nap at all? Well, you think you'll be able to stay awake for the big Basil Know-It-All movie tonight?
Basil was George's favorite detective. And tonight, Piscetty's was showing a know-it-all movie as part of his Monday Munchin Mystery Night.
Hey, what movie is on the menu tonight?
The Basket of the Houndervilles.
Houndervilles? Oh, that sounds like our kind of movie, doesn't it, Hunley?
Hundley was partial to Dr. Honest Toes, Basil's extremely neat assistant.
Oh, scusi.
Say, George, do you think you'll be able to solve the case in the movie before Basil does?
George hoped so. He wanted to be a great detective and solve a mystery, too.
Psst. My cookbook. She is missing.
Where's the last place you saw it?
Here. You see, I go to hand out the menus. I hear a noise. I come back and poof! Like that, the cookbook. She's vanished. Oh, and without it.
You're ruined?
Nah, but dessert sure is. I don't know how to make the topping for my blueberry surprise without it.
It has to be around here somewhere.
Well, the cookbook doesn't seem to be anywhere here.
George realized he had his very own mystery, the case of the missing cookbook. The first thing to do was look for clues. George wished he had his official Basil Know-It-All magnifying glass.
Oh, what do I do?
Keep looking. I'll start the movie. Maybe you'll find your cookbook before it's over.
The mystery of the missing cookbook really had George stumped. Maybe the detective movie would help him learn how to solve his case.
Detective Know-It-All, I'm Goody Two-Shoes. I've called you because my most precious book has gone missing.
Ooh.
George was in luck. The movie was about a missing book, too. But he was wishing he'd taken his nap.
Missing, eh?
Come back! Oh, dreadfully sorry.
No matter. This vase of water will do. See? The rounded sides combined with the water make things big, just like my magnifying glass.
Marvelous!
Maybe George could use a vase to inspect his own crime scene. A lot. Rainy days were great for vegetables. and pigs. But not for tractors.
I'm gonna need a tow truck.
I wish we had something fun to do, huh, George?
Whoa! Whoa! My toss is way off since I sprained my thumb. Thumb wrestling injury. I really miss it. Sorry about your paper.
That's okay. Hey, that's something fun to do. We could get the paper down. First, we have to build an elevator and... Oh. Whoa.
Crazy, huh? An artist next town over made a giant sculpture of his dog.
Hey, that would be fun. Let's do that. Let's make a ginormous sculpture. Ooh,
I wish I could make a ginormous sculpture, but I've got this bum thumb.
Oh, you can supervise.
Cool. So, what should we make?
Suddenly, George saw the perfect thing.
My thumb? Oh yeah, my thumb! Great idea! It's easy, it's still, and it's a great thumb.
But how are we supposed to make it if we can't see it?
I guess we could sculpt my left thumb, but my right thumb looks better. I know, follow me. Whoa, having a sprained thumb also makes it hard to steer. You can use these pictures. Here's me and my thumb at a fishing tournament last year. This is us eating watermelon. And here we are showing my mom how much we like her spaghetti. Good times.
Now that they knew what to sculpt, they needed something to sculpt with. Fortunately, George had some clay. Unfortunately, he didn't have enough.
Hey, just checking to see how my thumb is coming. You call that a ginormous sculpture? Oh, we got work to do.
A ginormous sculpture needs a ginormous amount of clay.
That's all you've got?
Maybe we could use something else to make our sculpture.
Lunchtime! Anyone for peanut butter sandwiches?
Yeah.
Here, the mud'll stick to the cardboard instead of your feet.
I already knew that.
Nope, can't eat. I've got to clean up and call a tow truck.
Whatever we use has to be soft and squishable. Like clay.
Hey, peanut butter is squishable.
Do you have any more?
My grandparents make their own.
But peanut butter was too sticky.
Oops. Messy.
I guess we need something else.
They needed something squishable like clay, but not stickable like peanut butter. And then, George saw something that might help his sculpture take shape. George George thought Professor Wiseman's beach house was great. This time, it was even greater because George had brought Yorbo, the friendliest robot ever.
Searching, searching, searching. Item found. Yorbo is great, yes?
Yorbo's next job was to help George and the man with the yellow hat pack a lunch for the beach.
No, not. Look out! Oh, sorry, George. I'm listening to an audiobook, The Slimy Sea Monster from the Sea. It's great and scary.
George didn't understand how something could be great and scary.
Thanks. Now, are you ready for a long hike to the beach? Ta-da! Oh, I hope we don't run into any slimy sea monsters. Whew.
George couldn't think of a better way to spend the day than exploring the beach with Yorbo.
Keep items in here.
Say, George, you want to go swimming?
Ooh, good idea.
Sorry, Yorbo. Robots can't swim.
Could you read the manual again, please?
Well, George, if Yorbo was made of plastic, like your bucket, or wood, like this chair, he could go in the water. But Yorbo is made of metal, which rusts when it gets wet. And rust is very bad for metal, because it does this. Last monkey in is a rotten turnip. I guess a storm is coming. Correction, the storm is here. Quick, George, let's get inside. Whew, made it. Okay.
George thought it would be fun to sit inside a cozy house and watch a storm with the man and Yorbo.
George, you can't go outside when there's thunder and lightning. Oh, Yorbo is out there. Don't worry. He'll get wet, but we'll clean and dry him before he has time to rust. As soon as the storm quiets down, we'll go get him. Hey, how about a game of tic-tac-toe?
George usually really enjoyed tic-tac-toe, but this time he couldn't get his mind off Yorbo.
Wow, the storm really did a number on the beach. Don't worry, George. Yorbo's a tough little robot. We'll find him. Under the seaweed? Could be. Okay.
But Yorbo wasn't under that seaweed. Or any of the seaweed.
Okay.
George thought it was a great day for the county fair and sheep competition.
Oh, I'm so excited, George. Grandpa's in the sheepdog competition. Ooh. And he's not even a sheepdog. Oh.
Let's hurry. It's almost time for the final round.
It was hard for George and Allie to hurry at a spring fair. There were tractors to play on and prize-winning turnips to admire. There was even a barber shop for sheep.
Don't worry, George. The sheep's hair will grow back. Besides, now that summer's coming, the sheep wants to get rid of that heavy coat.
George figured all that sheep hair was being taken to a trash can, but the farmer had other plans.
A sheep's hair is called wool, and after you wash it, you comb it out. And dye it. Then spin it into yarn and use it to make things like sweaters, socks, and blankets.
So people help sheep stay cool in the summer, and sheep help people stay warm in the winter. Ooh.
George had been saving his allowance for months, and now he knew what he wanted to spend it on.
You want to buy a scarf? You won't need it till next winter, George. Are you sure?
Final contestants for the sheep herding, Mr. Rankins and his dog, Bo.
Whoops, we're gonna be late. Come on.
Nice scarf, George.
Hiya, Grandpa. Hi, Bo.
Ready?
So, who's winning? Us or the sheep?
Well, it's up to Bo to herd the sheep around those barrels and into that empty pen. And Bo knows what to do because of your grandpa's whistling. Now, those whistles are actually commands for Bo to follow. He just whistled head toward the sheep and then get them closer together. If he can get the sheep in the pen before 2 minutes are up, they've won.
Farmer Rankins wins!
Good job!
Thanks for the fun day, Mr. Yellow Pants. It's too bad you didn't get a scarf, though. I bet I know what color you'd like.
Maybe next time. Hey, I have to finish some errands, George. I won't be long.
No. You have to pull it hard and fast. That's the only way to fix it. Like this. Well, if that doesn't work, then you have to pull it more slowly. Oops. It's wrecked all right.
George wondered if there was some way to knit the scarf back together.
Oh, yeah! Let's go find my grandma. She can fix all kinds of stuff.
George was excited because he was going to see his very first baseball game. Marco's team, the Cubby Bears, versus the Tiger Babies.
Hey, George, throw me the ball. I just wish I could bat as well as I catch. I still have never hit a home run.
You'll do it someday, Marco.
And in the meantime, you're still our favorite shortstop.
Come on, George. I'll introduce you to the coach.
Bye, Mommy, Papi.
Bye. Have a good game.
Hey, Coach. This is my friend George.
Put her there, kid.
If I'm going to get good at batting, I need more practice. Would you mind pitching?
Hey, who's running this outfit? Nah, it's a good idea. What about you, kid? You want to warm up with the team? Okay, Marco, keep your eyes on the ball. Nice glove work, kid. Whoa, you're some runner. Warm-up's over, guys. It's time to play ball.
Hello, baseball fans. Looks to be an exciting contest of bears versus babies.
It says our scorekeeper has a boo-boo and can't make it.
George could be scorekeeper.
You think you can do it, kid? You have to hang a new number each time a team scores a run. Then what are you waiting for? Go keep score!
Play ball!
This must be the scoreboard, and these must be the numbers.
Pop fly, and that's our first out. Three strikes, out number 2. And it's a sharp single towards second base. Oh, what a catch by Marco! A toss to first base, and that's the third out. Now the Cubbies are up to bat.
By the third inning, George had discovered that sometimes scorekeepers have a lot of free time.
Come on, hit a home run. You can do it.
The pitcher winds up. Marco strikes a solid single to right field, and he's safe at first base. Oh, a strong hit down the right field line. And the right fielder is having a little trouble finding the ball.
Run, run, go!
Will Marco be able to score from first base? Safe at home! That's one run for the Cubby Bears thanks to Marco's sensational slide.
Time to put up a number.
Folks, I gotta clean my glasses because I did not see 5 runs being scored.
Hey, George, that's the wrong number.
Lower, kid!
George, you're really good at hanging numbers, but now they have to go in the right order.
What did that mean? In order? It was an exciting day to be a door dog, because he and the doorman were expecting a very exciting delivery.
Didn't you sleep last night? Me neither. I was too excited about our big delivery. Oh boy, are we glad to see you.
When the doorman said a big delivery, he meant a big delivery.
What's in this thing?
My Weston town.
A whole town? In a box?
Uh-huh. It's for my train set. I wish I could set it up right now, but I'm on duty.
Yeah, we'll set it up. We love trains.
Hey, thanks. Okay.
Hundley and the doorman had built the most amazing train set ever. There was a future town, a farm town, and even a mountain town.
The western town goes right there. Relax, Hundley. George and his friends will be very careful.
Sure.
Absolutely.
It's okay, fella. If you're worried, why don't you stay here and keep an eye on them? You can nap when they're done.
Hundley would not rest until the last piece of track had been laid. But before Hundley knew it, the West was done.
Doesn't it look great?
Uh-oh, the track is missing a pin. See? There it is!
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
The pin was lost.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Not only was the pin lost, but the apartment was a wreck.
I wish there was a quick way to sift through all this dirt.
Hey, good idea, George. We can make sifters with our fingers.
But sifting is a slow business and boring. It made a sleepy dog even sleepier.
Ha! I feel like a miner in some old Western movie. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling little pin. First we had you, then we lost you. Wish we'd see you once again. First we had you, then we lost you. Wish we'd see you once again.
Morning, Deputy. Big day today with the train tracks joining up. I wrote a little song all about it. Would you like to hear it? It goes something like this.
Prairieville was neat and clean, had the best sheriff you've ever seen. His deputy was on the ball, though he was just inches tall. Prairieville, Prairieville, way out yonder further still. Prairieville, Prairieville, stuck out in Nowhereville. But all that's about to change when the tracks join across the range. When the tracks join across the range.
On sunny, snowy days, George usually got up bright and early. But this day, he discovered that Bill had gotten up even brighter and earlier.
Hey, George!
Snow blocks. I'm building a house out of snow, although the correct term is igloo. Yep. I'm trying to earn my Sprout badge in winter camping. And to do that, I have to build an igloo and sleep in it overnight.
Ooh.
Suddenly, that was exactly what George wanted to do. Build an igloo and sleep in it, just like Bill.
You want to help me? And sleep in the igloo, too? Why not? Let's get started. George, that's not the proper technique. Guess I better show you. City kids probably don't know much about non-mortar construction. See? The first thing you do is mark a circle in the snow. That's your foundation. Then you take the biggest blocks and fit them together like this.
Bill showed George how to build up the igloo walls block by block, making sure that the top layer overlapped the bottom.
Yep. And when we're all done, we can just smooth out the inside.
As they built it up, the igloo started to look like a volleyball cut in half.
See? We keep shaping these blocks and put them all the way around until there's just a small hole left in the center. And we fill that with a large block called a keystone. You have to cram it in so it'll hold the walls in place. Now, I'll just make a few air holes. And once we fill all these cracks with snow, it'll stay pretty warm. Yep, we're done. Let's go check it out.
George was so excited. He had never been in an igloo before. The inside of the igloo was smaller than George thought. He had wanted a fun igloo. One that was big enough for a bed and a tuba and his friends. Sort of like his room, only better.
You want to build your own igloo? Sure, I wish I could help you, but I gotta fill up these cracks and then do my chores.
So George started on his second igloo of the day with help from the man with the yellow cap. But this time, he built it wider and taller and brought in some furniture.
Wow, good window. Are you sure you want to spend the night in here, George? Okie doke. I guess it's time to make the cocoa.
Hey, George. How's it? Whoa, this is huge. You put a bed in here? And a sofa? Wow. The only thing is, it might get cold at night. The bigger the igloo, the colder it gets.
George wasn't worried. He figured he'd just wear his coat to bed. When the man with the yellow hat told George he was bringing home a wondrous animal called a chameleon, George decided to surprise it with a gift.
Hi, George. That's terrific. It looks just like Jade. Take a look. Yeah, Professor Wiseman and I rescued her when she lost her jungle home. She's, there. See? Look, she's changing color. Chameleons can do that. See, she's usually green like her jungle surroundings, and that's why we named her Jade. But under the sun's rays, she got warmer, and that made her change color. Watch. Chameleons change color when the temperature changes. And sometimes when their mood changes, too. Anyway, today Jade will get a new home. at the zoo. That is, if I can convince Dr. Chroma that she's the kind of rare chameleon he's been looking for. Yep, I've already prepared my speech. Now I just need to pick up some posters. Hey, do you want to feed Jade while I'm gone? Oh, great. Her food's on the table. Just drop in a few pieces and she'll do the rest. Thanks, George. Bye-bye.
Jade had an amazing tongue. George wondered if he could get his tongue to work like that. George had left the cage open. And now Jade was gone. There was no way for George to get to Jade. He'd have to find a way to get Jade to come to him. Introducing Squeaky. What chameleon could resist? Nothing brought out the puppy in Hundley like a squeaky toy. The squeaks were coming from George's apartment. George hoped that Squeaky would lure Jade back to her cage. All he could do now was wait, quietly.
It's just a little rain. I'll get you an umbrella. I know. Let's check the attic. Aha! I knew I had an umbrella.
George thought the cart was wonderful. It would be perfect for carrying stuff.
Huh. I really should get rid of some of this. You want that? Oh, sure. My first yellow hat. Now that's a keeper.
George loved his new cart. Now all he needed was something to put in it. It was too small for a cow. It could hold a ton of coconuts, but there were no coconut trees around. That's what George could put in it. Interesting sticks. George got out of the woods, he had quite a collection.
Hiya, George. Hey, you you want to try some delicious made out of apples that I picked myself apple cider? Do you want a whole bottle? That'll be $3.50, please.
Why don't you and Allie make a trade? That's what we used to do when we were kids.
Yeah. I like it, but I don't want to trade for a stick. I like the cart, though.
George wasn't sure he wanted to give up his new cart. But then again, that cider was delicious.
Now just remember, kids, once you make a trade, it's for keeps.
We know. Hey, and it squeaks, too. Here you go, George.
By the next morning, George had finished all the cider and was missing his cart. There were so many fun things he could be doing.
No!
Like playing hide and seek. Or carrying a pet fish around. But the cart was gone. Unless he could trade it back for something. Something Allie would like.